So Melody Source 3 is out, and it's looks really good and interesting, and it's got a lot of functionality. One of the things that I would like to do, which it seems like I can't without a workaround, is for me to copy all my MIDI tracks to a timeline, and then to have all those tracks be independently editable, and then play it back using the melody source as an instrument. What happens if you do that is that even though these things are on separate tracks, they all play. It comes through all the sounds at once. So there's only one MIDI input. So the workaround is to actually create instances of the track that's got the instrument on. So this is this instrument here. The reason why you'd create instances is so that you can have all the notes and all the instruments and all the sounds and all the EQs and whatever else you had applied in here in every single one, so that you don't so you'll get exactly the same sound out again. So basically the steps would be to create two new tracks. So I'm just using these blank ones. See, these three tracks, Latin, don't have any instruments on them at all. You see, it's got no instruments. So if I copy this across there, I can just bang. I'll just start 112, I guess. And if I move along, and let me just zoom out, and I can just where am I? Sorry, this is not the best way to work with one screen like this. Then I can copy another one, and maybe another one, and a third one. Stick this there. Okay, I've got all these things over here. Now I'm going to go to this track over here, and I'm going to go duplicate track complete, which means it's going to do, and I'll do it again. So now all three of these tracks have the same instrument with the same patterns, the same sounds, the same everything. But the trick now is to put them all into what's this name, MIDI input mode. So like that. But what we want to do first is we need to mute the other tracks. So we're gonna keep the melody for this top track and mute the other two. And the next one we're gonna go to mute the melody and keep the chords. And then the next one we're going to go to mute these two and leave the bass, and then change them all to MIDI input. So this one goes MIDI in, this one goes MIDI in, and this one goes MIDI in. MIDI in, yeah, this is bass. Just check that that's correct. Chords, yep, MIDI in, and this one is it's not MIDI in. So okay, let's just make this one MIDI in. Right, so we've got them all MIDI in. So now I can move these notes up to these three new tracks here. And when I push play, you'll hear these are actually being played individually. Watch here. So now I've got all my tracks assigned to one particular sound out of that whole bunch, so which means that I can edit the music notation as much as I like. I can do editing. I can, do all the things that I want to do, and have all that power and control, and have the individual sounds exactly as they sounded originally in Melody Source. So that's the workaround, and it does work. It's a bit tedious. Ideally, you'd have, many MIDI inputs that you could assign and choose, that you could just so it could play each one of these individually, but it doesn't have that yet. Hopefully they're going to sort that out.